it's hard to catch my vibe. It's not easy for someone to catch my eye. But I've been waiting for you.
There's a police car in the parking lot. Hey YouTube, I'm back with another car vlog. I hope the last one was good. I know two of my friends ended up actually watching it, which is fine. I guess that's the point of YouTube, is that anyone can watch it. But I guess it made me a little uncomfortable, but it's too late now. I'm going actually to get a haircut, so hopefully this one won't be too long. But I guess we'll see. I hope everyone's been doing good. I've actually this is my 4th day off from work, because for some reason they scheduled, usually I get 2 days off from work, but last week they scheduled my 2 days off at the end of the week, and for this week they scheduled them for the beginning of the week, so I had 4 days off. And it's been kind of a weird mixed feelings, I guess. And I'm kind of caught between, I don't want to go to work, and I also don't really want to stay at home, just because I just get really bored. But I guess making videos is fun, and making those Fusion Fall videos has been fun as well. So hopefully someone has been enjoying them. I also saw I got another subscriber, but I can't tell where or when I got it. So if you're out there watching, thank you. Welcome to our little YouTube triangle, because I only have one other subscriber. So it's rainy today and it's 3 o'clock, so it's not bad traffic, but the roads are not that great, and school's getting out at the same time, so it's a bad combination. I also said that I should probably stockpile some Fusion Fall videos for you guys and just kind of upload them regularly. So I'm thinking that's what I'll do when I get back from getting a haircut. Spoiler alert, I did not do that. And hopefully they'll get some kind of attention. Because making them's fun and all, it's just, I'd also like for people to see them. And I'd also like other people to play too, because that would be fun. Because Fusion Fall's a very, maybe not very, but it's a social game. But the thing about my days off is kind of weird, because I don't do anything with my time. I don't paint or read or do much of anything tangible. So it's kind of weird going through my days off and then having nothing to show for it. Although I guess making videos counts as something. But I think I'd also like to do more creative stuff. I'm not sure what though. Because I feel like when I was a kid, I used to be really creative. And I would always be thinking out of the box. Whereas the other kids just kind of did whatever. But I always tried to get something that no one else was gonna have. And that's not to say I'm better than them or I'm more creative than them, but I think being a kid with an active imagination was pretty fun, and I figured I had to have some kind of outlets for it. So we always had like this Grace Arts thing every month or so, and so like some of the class moms would come in and like teach us how to do something, whether it was like a self-portrait or I don't know, like macaroni art. And I would always try to do something like follow what they were doing, but also try to do something different. I don't really know how that translates to my now adult life, but I'm hoping some sort of answer will present itself at some point. Speaking of jobs, I was actually considering switching jobs to another small restaurant at the mall so I could be a waiter there, because I'm kind of sick of my job right now. If you didn't hear me say it in the last 10 videos. But I think I have my mom's support. I think my dad is less on board with the idea. It's just that I wanted to be a waiter, and I just wanted to know if I liked it or not. And if I'm gonna have to do all these steps to become a waiter, and then it turns out I hate it, then it was all for nothing. So I'd rather figure out sooner rather than later. I don't know if it makes sense, but maybe it does. I made it to the haircut place. Talk to you with my new hair in hopefully just a few minutes. I'm back. The door kind of scraped on that truck's running boards, so hope that's okay. I think it looks good. It's shorter than I wanted. There's something happening in the parking lot with police cars. So there was a police car. Oh, there is. It's still there. It's parked very poorly. I guess the police can get away with that. I hope he doesn't see me vlogging. But yeah, the haircut was good. And I kind of have like a tremor, so it's not so easy to stay still while people are doing something. Especially like to my head, because like my neck moves a lot, and thus my head moves. There's also an undercover cop car that way. I don't know what's up with the police today. And also when I'm getting a haircut, it's awkward because I don't really talk to the barber. And I know it's like a kind of like a thing to do. You just talk about your life to the barber. But for some reason I have trouble with it. And honestly, it's their loss for not wanting to get to know me. Because I'm super interesting. Also, Halloween is coming up. Well, not for a little while, but it's coming. And I'm excited for it because I really like Halloween, but I know that I'm not going to be doing anything on Halloween, except I'm going to watch Twitches 2.
Twitches 2.
Go Twitches!
Premieres in October on Disney Channel.
With my friends on Halloween because it's a classic Disney Channel original movie. And one of my friends who goes to school up in Pennsylvania, she was saying that if we wanted to go, we were all invited to a Halloween party. but I assume it's less like a, oh, let's have candy corn and like carved pumpkins party, and more like a, let's drink vodka and make bongs out of pumpkins party. So I don't really know that I'm into that kind of party. And I'm not saying it to be like a, I'm too good or like I'm straight edge or whatever. It's just like, I don't think that's like my scene. And plus when I go, like when there's a costume idea, like I'm going all in for that idea. And I love making my costume because that's the fun of it, is you get to create it and everyone else is wearing like store-bought costumes. And honestly, right, like the store-bought costumes are so expensive too, but I just think it's much more fun to make your own costume. And I have a lot of fun with my mom too, making costumes. So it's funny because that friend that invited us, in our friend group, we love to play Candyland. And if for some reason you don't know about Candyland, it's supposed to be like a child's first game.
You don't have to know how to read or count to have loads of fun in Candyland. Candyland, a game for people 4 to 8 from Milton Bradley.
And it's really, you pick a card and you move to that color, and you're just trying to get to the end first. But they have little character cards too, because on certain spaces on the map, there's a character next to it. And if you pick up that character's card, you have to move to that space. So like, there's Queen Frostine, Mr. Mint, Princess Lolly, Grandma Nut. And then there's Jolly. And there's also Plumpy. Plumpy is the worst one because his space is at the very beginning of the map, so you'd have, if you're like at the very end of the trail and you get Plumpy, then you have to move back to the start. The reason it's so much fun for us, as we're like definitely not in the age limit for playing this game.
Candyland, a game for people 4 to 8 from Milton Bradley.
It's so much fun because when someone does get Plumpy, it's like we all just go crazy just because it's so funny, especially if that person's in first place and like they pull out Plumpy and they have to go all the way back to the beginning. It's really funny. But my idea was, since I'm tall and skinny like Mr. Mint, I figured I could dress like Mr. Mint, and then other people can dress like other Candyland characters. I just figured that would be fun. But of course, I don't think I'm going. And plus, my work schedule is weird. Well, it's kind of my fault that it's weird because they just I told them to just schedule me whenever. So that's on me. It is kind of funny that I feel weird about vlogging, but I think the reason I feel weird about it is because I don't think anyone in the town where I live is like a YouTuber. And sure, like people post their family vacations or like their mission trip to Africa, like their vlog of that, but I think that's it. They don't have like videos of like, oh my, get ready with me or whatever. So I think it's just kind of an outlandish thing where I live. But I think that's also the fun of it, is that like no one's really doing it. So I figure it'd be fun if I did it. Alright, well, I made it back through town during, I guess it's not really rush hour, kind of like school rush hour. And it's already almost 4 o'clock, so my day kind of wasting away. And it continued wasting away because I didn't make any more Fusion Fall, and I'm still editing this video because I just took a really big nap in between editing. So the day was all spent on this one vlog. Oh, it's just starting to rain. So I'm almost home now. So I hope you're doing well. Love you. Bye. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna do it again. I just realized how boring I am.